Good afternoon, friends. Great day to all of you. So, friends, I've got breaking news for you. There is a new government shutdown deadline. This means if congressional lawmakers do not take action soon and reach an agreement, then the government will temporarily shut down. This could affect millions of Americans' monthly benefits. So, friends, please make sure you watch until the end of this video, especially if you receive Social Security or SNAP benefits. And to say thank you for watching every day, I'm giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Please enter the giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos and then commenting below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. There is another U.S. government shutdown deadline, a looming November election likely to reshape Congress. It is not exactly a formula for a smooth ride, as the House and Senate have just weeks to pass a short-term funding patch that keeps the government open after September 30th. While a shutdown is not likely, Republicans and even some progressives have suggested that approving a bipartisan stopgap will not be easy if it includes certain energy permitting provisions. The chances of reaching an agreement could all hinge on the fast-approaching midterms. Republicans are expected to regain House control, but the party might decide it's worth waiting until it has leverage to negotiate federal funding, while Democrats are looking for a deal while they know they still have majorities in both chambers. House Appropriations Chair Rosa DeLauro said in a statement, "A long-term continuing resolution that extends last year's funding levels, coupled with record inflation, would inflict harmful cuts on vital programs that hard-working Americans who are struggling with rising costs of living rely on our national security." Rosa DeLauro said that she looks forward to enacting bipartisan full-year spending bills as soon as possible. Before those broader spending talks can begin, lawmakers must grapple with the imminent September 30th expiration of current funding. The likeliest and most major point of contention is provisions governing energy project, permitting that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has promised to attach the upcoming funding patch to keep the government open. But some GOP senators, like top Budget Committee Republican Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, have said they are not about to accept those reforms to help Democrats along. However, neither party wants to shoulder the blame for a government shutdown. Bipartisan negotiations on fiscal 2023 spending bills have not even begun. A spokesperson for a lawmaker said they cannot start until Democrats agree to a framework for the talks that would preserve a number of long-running policy provisions attached to the bill. So, friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think that there will be a government shutdown? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Government services that are deemed essential would continue despite a shutdown. Social Security benefits will continue to go out in the event of a government shutdown. That is because Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid are among the mandatory spending that is not subject to annual appropriations from Congress. A government shutdown would not initially affect food stamps. The Department of Agriculture, which is responsible for the SNAP program, has already shared its shutdown contingency plan, stating that those programs should continue operations during a lapse in appropriations. Benefits may be affected because a stopgap funding bill would need to authorize the Department of Agriculture to send out benefits for 30 days after the start of a shutdown. In the 2018 shutdown, the USDA avoided that issue by paying food stamp benefits early in January of 2019. If it had not done so before the 30-day window expired, the agency would not have been able to pay the benefits in March. The last government shutdown, which lasted from December 2022, 2018, to January 25, 2019, was a partial closure, since Congress had already enacted 5 of the 12 appropriation bills. So, friends, do you think that Congress will be able to reach an agreement and avoid a government shutdown? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Will my amazing and awesome friends. That is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very, very much for joining me here. Thank you very much, friends, and have a wonderful, blessed afternoon.
Rural residents tend to drive more. They have to drive farther distances to do what they do. If they work on a ranch, they live on a ranch, a timber operation, a mining operation, or they just live out. Maybe they're a park ranger. Maybe they take care of the parks. Many reasons why you would live in a rural part of the state of California or any part of America. Well, that puts more mileage on your vehicle, uses more gas. You may tend to have a four-wheel drive vehicle live in those areas because you might have snow, other reasons that you have to have a vehicle that has a little more oomph, a little more ability to get around than perhaps one in Southern California like that. So likely they're going to use a little more gasoline in order to go where they need to go. And getting gasoline delivered to areas like that costs a little more. It's a little higher. My Northern California district, it's not uncommon to see $6 on the sign for diesel or even premium gasoline. $6. Routinely $6 for diesel. And a lot of people drive diesel vehicles. They have less retail options nearby. Their stores ship from further distances, so the trucks that brought it, if you got it, a truck brought it is the saying. They got to ship farther to get there. So that store might need to have just a little higher price to cover shipping. So further shipping, all these things just add up for especially rural residents on that. But they have a reason why they are rural residents, and when we need them to be for producing what they produce in rural areas that we all use. So a couple residents in Northern California, I would like to share what their issue is, what their struggle is. First story is about an elderly woman from Redding in Northern California, which is one of the large 2 cities in my district. She's had a tough life and grew up in an abusive household. She's always, though, very smart and very artistically talented, actually. But as she aged, she began dealing with mental illness and confided that she has begun to think of death as an alternative to her struggling. What a cheery situation for her. After her mental health struggles became too much, it forced her out of the workforce. She began living on a fixed income of $900 a month. At $900, money's already tight, but she's had even more setbacks. Now, like most people, she has a family pet. She has a dog. Well, that dog happened to get sick, like happens, and the bill for that was $500. Where's she going to get $500 on a $900 monthly income? Maybe she can spread it out over time if the veterinarian works with her.